what is going on? I've got the man, the myth, the legend. When it comes to swim baits, this guy is pretty cool.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to Knoxville.
Today, I'm gonna ask him a few questions. So what came about, what got you started with the swim baits? Like,
how did I get started?
Yeah.
You know, that's a good question. I got started early, back in the 90s. Actually, a little bit almost 2000 or so. I was a guide on Alatoona and local to me, and I started trying to get frustrated. How can I catch bigger fish?
Right.
And because I know there's a lot of big fish in Alatoona.
Yeah.
Catch big largemouth every year, occasional big spot every year. So I said, you know what, going smaller is not going to work. What happens if I go up? You know, not a lot of people were throwing bigger stuff back then. And so that's what happens is I started getting into some bigger baits. I started getting more consistent, you know. I didn't start killing them, but I started catching them more consistently, being able to catch them, see them, and even when you see them, you learn a lot from that. So that's when I got started is from my guiding thing, and then people started, you know, using my baits. I used to do guide trips. People were stopping me at gas stations, said, "Hey, you're the swim bait guy," and I was cutting them off, giving it to them, selling them at the gas station. So it became a vicious cycle. And I was guiding, went home, made baits, sleep, guiding, you know, and then it got to the point where I can't do all this all the time, you know. So I said I need to make a decision: do I guide or do I make baits? So, but the biggest thing a lot of people don't understand is I never went into this trying to make a living out of it. I went into this to catch more fish with my clients, because that's my first passion is fishing. I'm a fisherman first and bait builder second. You know, I didn't go to school for carving or any of that kind of stuff. So that's the one thing I tell people is, you know, I build these things from a fisherman standpoint and do that. So that's basically how I got started.
Oh, heck, that's awesome. I'm gonna ask him a few different questions. You know, when it comes to swim baits, I mean, he's got some incredible baits. I would say, what would be one of your favorite baits to throw more in the spring when those fish are like keyed on the bed? If you want to get them off the bed, to get a reaction out of it.
I mean, I caught a tan on a trick shad. That's maybe my favorite. But something that you can keep in one spot, spin right on top of them. Something that intimidates them. A guide bait is always a good choice for.
So what's the trick shad?
Yeah, I've got these here. Foam.
Oh, those are sick, dude.
A bunch of different colors.
Those look good, man.
So I've also got OJ painted, some basic. I've done really, really good on bone. That's always been a fan favorite of mine. A lot of people mistake bone for as being a not very good color. But I tell you, one thing that I learned about bone is how the evolution of bone with me. It started with Jason Hammond out of Cumming. He said, "Mike, you need to make a bone color."
Yeah.
Why? He says, that's what they hit. I still have a lot of bone color baits. So I said, you know, okay, I'll try it. So I started fishing with it. I mean, just whacking them one right after the other. And it just clicked, you know. And that's how bone got started with us back in the 2000s at Ranch when Jason came up to me and suggested that. So, you know, it kind of makes a lot of sense, you know. If you put bone in muddy water, all your fish are kind of white already.
Right.
You know, that bait kind of glows a little bit.
Yeah.
And you ask people, well, what's their favorite, what's the bottom of your topwater bait look like? What color is it? It's usually some kind of white. So you use a guide bait or a bullshad or stuff, you're usually fishing right on subsurface. So it goes along those lines, those trains of thought.
That's one color you really can't go wrong with. White. White is one of those colors you can throw a spinner bait, a chatter bait.
Right.
White just mimics the bait fish so good.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I tell a lot of people, you know, chatterbait doesn't look like anything.
Yeah.
Spinnerbait doesn't look like anything. This is what actually, I mean, this is what a bluegill looks like. This is what a shad looks like.
Plus the colors on
you're
those
feeding
things.
them things that they fish on every day. They feed on every day.
Yeah.
So, and you're also, the reason why they work as good is because a lot of people are intimidated. So you don't have a lot of people throwing these baits constantly. They can get conditioned to a certain particular lure and stuff. So that's one of many reasons of why the bigger baits work on lakes, because a lot of people don't get a lot of pressure on those type of baits.
Well, man, I do appreciate your time. Thanks so much, dude.
You bet, brother. Thanks for coming.
What is up, guys? Guys, I have just ran into some awesome rods. I just picked up one and I was like, holy cow, this is light. And I kid you not, it felt like nothing, literally nothing. I was holding literally air in my hand. Well, I have somebody here that's gonna tell you about these rods. They are crazy. Cashin Rods, man. So tell me a little bit about
Yeah,
them,
man, I appreciate you stopping by. So, of course, my name is Jason Holland. I'm with Cashin Fishing Rods. We are one of the only companies left here domestically making our own blanks, making our own grips, full assembly of the rod. What's really cool is everything we do is carbon fiber.
That's awesome.
So to your point of why it's really light and sensitive, that's because of the materials that we use. We run with a raw finish on our blanks, which makes them even more durable. We've got our carbon fiber fiberglass grips. This one here we're talking about is actually our new spinnerbait rod. It's a 7.2 medium heavy. It's got a fast action on it. We also run micro guides. All right, so micro guides give you additional casting distance, give you additional sensitivity. What's really great about all of our Icon series rods, it's got a lifetime warranty. So if and when something does happen to your rod, you got a great warranty there. It's going to back it up. And the great thing is, guys, we're making them all right here in North Carolina. We're rolling the blank, we're assembling the rod, we're making the grip, we're standing behind it, we're servicing it all right here in the state. So if you get a chance, go by, check out our website, cashinrods.com. Or if you're here at the fishing show, come by, we'll gladly put one in your hands.
You heard the man. Y'all come by, check him out. Cashin Rods. Don't miss it. You can't miss it. You see this guy on the poster up here, or this guy, come talk to them. They're super friendly. They'll help you get a rod and get you out on that one. Guys, we are here with my boy Foster, and he's gonna show us his top 3 jigs that he throws wintertime when the water's muddy, and I'm gonna let him take it.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Foster with Chattahoochee Jig Company. I got my 3 best muddy water wintertime colors, like Daniel was saying. First, we're gonna start off with this spring craw. So those crawfish, they're starting to turn colors, starting to do a little bit of that. You got the really cold water, but it's starting to get a little warmer up, starting to get on that warming trend. You're gonna wanna go with your dark browns and a little bit of flake. Try to get that contrast in there. Works really well when the mud is starting to clear up, but it can be stained, but starting to clear up on that warming trend going in. Next, we're gonna go with, this is a color called Weiss Special. It's black and blue with a little bit of chartreuse in it. This is gonna be for your dead stain, super cold. This is in a 1/2 ounce jig. One of those you just cast out, bring it back really slow, not much movement. They can see it, they can pick it up because of the shadow, and the chartreuse just really gets them to bite. And then next, what we're gonna go to is a PB&J colored jig, finesse jig. So it's gonna be that little spider cut up there. You're gonna do a lot smaller of a profile, a lot of movement though, without moving the rod. It's gonna give you that smaller bite window, smaller bite profile, so you can really cover some water if you need to, but you've got those fish that are lethargic, don't want to eat a big meal, but they still, you can get them to bite. Those are the 3 best jigs that we make here at Chattahoochee Jig Company.
Y'all go check him out. My boy Foster, you done it again.
Appreciate it, man.
Those jigs right there, I just picked up that new color he was showing them, and that color is gonna be fire. I think, especially when I go fish Sinclair here coming up, and when I'm going to fish, like if I'm going to fish Wise or some of those lakes up that are getting rain, a lot of rain this time of year, especially like you know, up towards Brushy Branch, up towards Wise, up towards Oconee, any of your lakes down south that are getting all that rain from the storm. But guys, thank you so much. Let's keep on going. Got my man back here. He's got some sick swim baits. I'm talking about some of these color schemes, guys. This perch has got my eyes locked in, loaded, man. This is crazy. So tell me a little bit about it, man.
So this is Clutch Swim Bait Co. Been making baits for years. Clutch has actually been around for about 2.5-ish years. It started with the OG. It was originally a hand-carved bait. Since then, it's been geometrically corrected. We got it 3D scanned. I did a complete update to it. I do all my own CAD work. We do all our own design work in-house. Allows us to prototype really fast compared to a lot of swim bait companies. Because for me, action's everything. Huge amount of credit to all these swim bait builders out there that are really good at painting. I'm more of an engineering mind. I want to see stuff work a certain way. So this is what I think for the first several years of me making baits is just bare resin, just bare belt. It catches the fire out of fish. But it allowed me to really focus on what really matters when designing a bait. And that's just the weighting, the design of the joint there, It just, those are the things that really matter, and it's evolved to everything else. It's evolved to darters, it's just evolved to bosses, and now we've got our new bait out, which is the Eco. And the Eco,
That is sick, dude.
it's a $95 bait. So with all these price tags getting outrageous in the swim bait world, we wanted to focus on something to provide the most amount of value to the anglers. So $95 bait. It doesn't have the fill work done to it. It's not going to be as clean and beautiful as their other ones. But this thing is, we didn't cut corners on the fish catching ability. It's got every feature you need to appeal to the bass. It's just coming to you at a cheaper price tag. So super efficient, super durable too. So let's grab. Not that one. Right here. Grab this. So we've been beating on these things, and you're going to chip away the resin before you actually chip away the paint. So it's super, super durable. So again, that's on the Clutch Eco. It's been available for the first time ever at the East Tennessee Fishing Expo, and will be in New England next week.
You heard him. Y'all gotta go check it out. East Tennessee Show, Clutch Swim Baits. Yo, what's going on? I'm here with my boy Matty Wong, Elite Pro Fisherman. And when it comes to Shimano jerk baits, you can put a mega bass in his hands and he's gonna destroy it every time. So I'd say, what would be like your favorite jerk bait to throw when you got muddy conditions? You know, you got a little bit of stained water, we're getting all this rain in, but you want to get a jerkbait bite and you feel like those fish are going to commit to something like that. You got a lot of bait fish in the area and you want to get a reaction. What's going to be your like color go-to? Or
For sure. All right, so basic rule of thumb, I'm going to show you guys a couple jerkbaits, so let's come over here. We're at the McKee's booth here at the East Tennessee Outdoor Show. There's a couple things that I like to look at. First of all, if we're talking stain water, I know you initially talked about stain water. Some of the colors that kind of get overlooked a lot is like your clowns. You know, this is the Western clown. It has a red face to it, like a silver body and almost a gold back. You want something that's going to give off a lot of flash and a lot of kick. It's obviously it's a 110 plus one. It's going to be your widest kicking jerkbait. This is a good one that a lot of people sleep on. I would say this is a great bait. Another good one to go, if you got really stained water, is going to be something like your golds.
Ooh, that looks good.
Yeah, so I think this one, okay, King Kudo. King Kudo.
I don't even want to try to say that.
Yeah, King Kudo. But there you go. This is, again, look at it. Black back that goes into like a gold body. This is a good color when you have that stained water, if there's any bit of that mud, if you're trying to fish mud lines and stuff like that. And then you can go in the absolute opposite way, is then go to your reaction.
That's a favorite right there.
This is the fan favorite for sure. I believe this is
That's one of my favorites, man.
Yeah, this is a good one. So, yeah, this is the French Pearl, not to be mistaken with the stain reaction. So,
those look good.
Two different color whites that work really well, but honestly, the one that a lot of people sleep on, that's my personal favorite, and that covers the gambit when you're talking about a whiter jerkbait, is the Mad Shad.
That's it, man.
So the Mad Shad does a little bit of both. You have that darker, more natural counter shading, which has that brown back, and then it goes into like more of a translucent body.
That's a nasty looking color, dude.
It gets bit, man. So first thing I'll do, throw your confidence baits, your plus ones. If you need to downsize, if they're not wanting to commit to that, downsize into your juniors. And then if you need to change up, maybe something a little less action that they want, then try out like your plus twos. So the plus two is not going to kick out as much. And there's times where that bite, where those fish really want to eat something that's a little less erratic. So I'll give that a shot.
Yeah, man. Thanks for your time, Matty.
No worries.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And yeah, guys, make sure turn your TVs on. You can be on him.
Yeah, subscribe, Matty Wong Fishing. Please check it out. I just recently dropped a 4-part series of my trip to Japan. And yeah, stay tuned for mullet fishing, man. We got some good stuff coming out.
So awesome. Thank you so much, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
Yo, what's going on? I got my boy back here, Tiny Boat Nation, and he's got a few things he wants to go over. When it comes to John boats, and it comes to building John boats for if you ever have a dream boat that you're dreaming of, these guys can do it. They can make anything happen. They go crazy. They go all in one, 110. Don't leave nothing at the door. And this man right here is the one.
Guys? Nick, man, with Tiny Boat Nation, nice to meet you guys. We're here at the East Tennessee Fishing Show, which is honestly my favorite show of the whole year. Love all the custom tackle, all that jazz. But at Tiny Boat Nation, we help you build the dream boat with your own 2 hands in your own garage. And we also do sell regular boats too that you can already grab and build out as you want. This is called the Milia Light Skiff. It actually comes from Brazil. It's 13 feet long and has everything that our boats that we build out of John boats to bass boats and a kayak mixed together. It's like a kayak and one of our boats had a baby and popped out one of these bad boys. So, but we've got all the different storage. I'll actually flip you around and show you the cool one here with a custom turf job, custom hydro turf, routed floor. And it's got all of the storage. Hide a few dead bodies in here.
I see the lights there too, man.
Yeah.
That way they can see.
Yep, got the lights. Light set up.
It's pretty awesome, dude. So how much normally one of these run, you think?
Yeah, so it's retails at $3,600. The show we're doing a special for $32.99, and you know we have them available here at the East Tennessee Fishing Show, and then also you can find them at 2 store locations. One, our original store is up in Pekin, Peoria, Illinois, our Tiny Boat Nation Midwest, and then also we have a store outside of Atlanta, Tiny Boat Nation Southeast. So all these boats are available at both of those locations as well.
Y'all heard the man. Y'all come check him out at the East Tennessee Show and come look at these pretty cool boats, man. These are, if you can dream it, they can build it. They're the ones to do it. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. What is going on, guys? I've got a special guest behind me. Now, when it comes to batteries for kayaks and you're trying to power up your lights, whether it be your safety running lights or just your fish finder, man, let me tell you, this guy right here with Zpro batteries is the man. So tell me a little about it.
Yeah, guys, hey, I'm John Rapp with Zpro Lithium. I run their club stuff as well as the pro staff for Zpro Lithium, the competitive fishing team, as well as our other brand ambassadors and stuff. I have the Zpro 24 AH, or 24 volt 65 AH battery that you're looking at right here. I have a field-free Moken 12.5 set up with an NK180 on it, and I'll give you a little example of the performance and how well it does. I went up to Lake Erie and fished for 4 days on Lake Erie on this battery, crossing Thompson's Bay at Presque Isle, and did not have to charge that battery after fishing for 4 days.
Dang, man.
And it was superb, pushed me through the waves, getting me around the bay, and as you can see, we have an app right here. So Bluetooth capable for our batteries, so you can keep track of when you need to charge them, how much you've used while you're out on the water. So if you're making that 15 or 20 mile push to get to your honey hole, and you don't want to go hard, or you want to go hard, but you're like, I'm worried about getting back,
right?
How much battery you want to use.
Yeah.
Now, right there, you can see the lights shining on that field-free Dorado. That's being powered by a 12-volt, 100-amp battery, and you know, so we have different applications for different ways that you can use these batteries. So make sure you go to ZproLithium.com, take a look at our new website, and it'll give you all the details you need. We've got an 8-year warranty, and it's a no-hassle warranty. It's not one of those warranties that if you bought from somebody else, and you have a 10-year or 11-year warranty, but that warranty may be prorated. After you've had it 5 years, they say, well, you've had it 5 years, we'll give you another battery for 50% off. No, it don't work that way at Zpro. If you have that battery for 7, 8 years, it's got an 8-year warranty, and that battery goes bad, and it's not something on you, but it was the battery, we'll replace it for free. We also ship for free for anything you buy for $200 over at Zpro, so you don't pay for shipping.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, John.
Hey, brother, you the man.
Yes, sir. Now, you heard you all got to come down to Tennessee show and check him out at Zpro. You can't miss it. You see red and white? See this man right here? Come talk to him.
That's right, man.
Y'all, what's going on? I am here with the man, and guess what? Cours Jigs lures. These guys are freaking awesome. When it comes down to if you're throwing a small 2.2 or a 3.3 small swim bait, this is the head you want to pair up with it. Got a crazy action, crazy tight action to it. Now they don't just make jig heads, they make spinner baits. Now tell me, you know, we've had all this rain and we've had a ton of water get stained up and muddy, and I really like that spinner bait. So tell me some key things to do when muddy water throwing that spinner bait, and why that color is really good.
Well, number one, it's got that orange kicker blade. That's a really good for muddy water. I like to throw this on 17-pound fluorocarbon. One of the things we did, how many of you guys have your favorite spinner bait, you catch 5 or 6 fish on it, and you go to set the hook or you reel one in and the wire breaks? So what we did with our spinner baits is we made the wire 5 thousandths thicker, and that, believe it or not, you get so much more durability. You don't give up the action of the bait. And I've got spinner baits I've caught 25 and 30 fish on, and they're still going strong.
Oh, wow,
so
man, that's crazy.
I like to throw this around really shallow cover this time of year, that cold dirty water, just kind of slow roll it. This color works really well. Anything chartreuse with a red kicker blade. I like a thumping double Colorado too, and we have one of those kind of spinner baits too. But that would be my tip for fishing in muddy water is, you know, a spinner bait like this or a double Colorado with a lot of thumping action, because you want that bait to have that hunting action that those fish can find in that muddy water.
Oh, appreciate the tips. Thank you so much, dude.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
And you know I got to buy this spinner bait, man.
I appreciate that.
Because, guys, Sinclair's coming up. I think I'm definitely going to be filming down there. And you might catch me, definitely going to catch me throwing this right here. See what happens. Y'all stay tuned. What's up, guys? Guess what?
No, we saw
some of the coolest lures right here. Sharp hook lures. And I got one of the guys back here that is in charge of it. And when I tell you, they make jigs, they make chatterbaits, they make shaky heads. And let me tell you, they catch fish. So I'm going to turn it over to the camera to him. He's going to tell you his top 3 best baits for muddy conditions. How's it going, buddy?
Good. Hey, welcome to Sharp Hook Lures. My name's Don. I'm the designer and creator for all this stuff. Again, my chatterbaits work awesome. My bladed jigs, swim jigs, arky jigs. My top 3 colors will come over here.
Yeah.
Bladed jigs. For muddy water, you want to go with the Missouri crawl.
Ooh, that looks good. Like, give me one of those.
Also go with the orange and red.
Oh yeah.
Fire crawl color. And you can never go wrong with black and blue.
Oh no, not at all.
I got them. I make all those colors in bladed jigs, swim jigs, finesse jigs, and the arky jigs.
Heck yeah, man. Now, where would you target to throw more? Like, if you're throwing a chatterbait, what would you look for to throw?
Docks, grassy areas, lily pads.
Heck yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time, man. It's awesome to see you again. Yo, what's going on? I got the man, the myth, the legend when it comes to creek adventures. This man catches them. When it comes to shoal bass, smallmouth, you name it. There's a creek, he can find them. John, tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Oh yeah, so my channel's Creek Fishing Adventures, and I just love going out fishing anything, but especially small creeks. And we've definitely been getting more into kayaking and floating rivers and stuff like that. So that's probably become my new favorite passion, just going in shallow rivers and floating. And yeah, shoal bass is on the list. On the list this year to catch, but any kind of bass I catch out of a river is fun.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna have to get on them this year, guys. So stay tuned for that. Thanks so much, buddy.
Dude, appreciate it.
See you.
Thank you, man.
What is up, guys? I've got Dreamcatcher behind me. If y'all don't know who that is, he catches some giant fish on big swim baits. So tell me about it, man.
He's blowing smoke up your tail. No, You know, when I think about catching big bass, I always think about, honestly, very isolated cover, places where you probably think big bass live. They just a lot of times see shaky heads, jigs, spinner baits. And don't get me wrong, you can catch 1 or 2 big fish on that, but glide bait fishing is really how you target giants. You know, when I think about Western North Carolina, my lakes, the clutch darter is a great bait. I'm not getting paid to say this, by the way. But no, the clutch darter is a great bait. I fish it on a lot of deep rock. I fish it on a lot of deep points, transitional, you know, where that rock kind of meets maybe sand, places where you tend to have a lot of aquatic vegetation, just transition areas where those fish can ambush bait fish, right? But I always am fishing these in deeper water than most people think. Everybody with a glide bait, they want to keep it up in the water column and see it. But a big secret that I do when I'm glide bait fishing is I fish it deeper in the water column. Forward-facing sonar has obviously made that a little more, you know, valuable. But even if you don't have forward-facing sonar, letting your glide bait sink, I tell people, if you think about when you're getting followers, your bait's in less than 3 foot of water and those fish are way down below it, behind it. It's like, what would it look like if you actually had your bait down there where you were getting the followers?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now you're kind of in that strike zone. But anyways, fishing deeper water with these boogers and catching bigger bass, I think that's kind of been a trend the last maybe couple years. It's really starting to get big because of, you know, my buddy Ben, channels like Dream Catchers, so forth. But anyways, man,
well, appreciate you so much,
I hope
man.
you guys all catch giant fish. Boom.
What is up, guys? Guys, I have ran into some AFCO stuff. I've ran into some rods, some reels. Pretty cool little section right here. I'm at the East Tennessee show. If you're in this area, you got to stop by Farley Outdoors. Tell me a little bit about it, man.
So Farley Outdoors, we're a small company out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and we do the expos because we like to meet our customers and provide the #1 best customer service you can get. So please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and search out farleyoutdoors.com.
You heard him, guys. Got to go give them a follow, drop a follow, check out the stuff. If you're looking for AFCO around here, come on now. They got all the bibs, the jackets, everything you need to keep you dry on that water. Whether it be rain, sleet, snow, you name it, they're gonna have the gear to keep you warm and safe on the water. Thanks so much, man.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. What is going on, guys? When it comes to Rod Sox and you don't want to get your treble hooks hung in them, this guy right here with Evolution, or how do you say it? I don't want to butcher it. Evolve Rod Sox. Yeah, don't let me say it, I butcher names. This guy, when it comes to Evolve Rod Sox, I can't tell you how incredible these are. You can put them on your rods and they're ready to go. Plus, they float. Now,
yes, sir.
I'd say, what would be one of the best things you would say for these Rod Sox as far as if you're a tournament fisherman, you want to pick one up pretty quick, what makes, like, as far as...
Well, for me, you know, I'm pretty rough on my equipment. For me, this molded collar right here allows me to take my rod on and off so fast. You know, there's stickers and stuff in the way. That's getting caught up in there. But if I get it caught up, like, I mean, they slide right on and off compared to some of the others. They don't hurt as bad.
Yeah, if you hit somebody.
I've hit these guys 100 times.
Really?
They slide on and off, they get it on and off efficiently, and then they got the tip protection.
Oh, heck
It's not
yeah.
going to break the tip out of your rod if you're throwing it around and being kind of rough with your stuff. So.
That's a good thing, because a lot of them don't have that tip thing. So when
No, I think we're the only in the neoprene that has both the collar here and the molded tip. We're the only people in the neoprene market that have that.
That's awesome. Plus they float, man. If you drop them out in the lake, at least you got 2
Something
seconds.
happens, it's a good insurance policy.
Yeah, that's right, dude. That is awesome, man. Guys, definitely check them out. If you want to get some Rod Sox that you don't want to have to worry about your treble hooks or you losing them, check them out. Thanks so much, dude. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Guys, thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. We're gonna wrap it up here. I'm just about to get in. I got about a 3-hour drive left, so I need to get the move on, get out of here before I spend way too much money. It has been awesome. I've met some cool faces. Probably spent more money than I needed to, but you know, that's what happens when you come to the East Tennessee show, fishing show down here. But y'all come check it out. It's pretty cool. I think it's going on today, tomorrow, and possibly Sunday. But y'all come check it out. Plus, if you're new here, drop a like. It don't take long to drop a like. Plus, drop a comment. What was your favorite thing I showed you today? And yeah, guys, see you on the next one. Keep it more lifestyle.